Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Dudezord, and here I'm on Twitch working on awesome game dev projects. And today, because it's Friday and I just decided, we'll be working on our pinball project, the prototype that we started around 2 weeks ago. Well, I think this is the second week that we've been working on it, and we'll continue essentially. So, I wasn't exactly sure on what to work on today regarding this, GG. But I mean, I've been feeling that the physics kind of need to be tweaked a little bit. Mainly like the ball physics, I guess, because the ball kind of glues itself to the sidewall. The aiming with the flippers is kind of junky as well. Like I try to aim and I just can't. So yeah, I don't know. We need to figure out something. But before all of that, I want to say GG, Simonot, for being first. Welcome, welcome, good morning. So yeah, the plan is we will work on the physics a little bit just to make sure that the table behaves. I remembered. Yeah, congrats. How many? I wonder how many firsts you have. Not that many, I would say. Variables, persisted, Twitch, Simonot. You've been first 4 times. This is stream number 102. How dare you? Very sad. Very sad. For example, Elgardia, which is my favorite mod, he's been first 33 times. How many spammers have I murdered? I actually don't know. I actually don't know if I can create like a tracker for it. Oh, it even says how many points you've spent. GG. Algardia spent 8,000. What are you doing, bro? How many sound effects has anyone else contributed to stream, huh? 0. 0. But now I actually wonder if I can somehow, like, see how many guys you banned. I don't think you can. That'd be a mod dashboard thing. That is true. Is there a mod dashboard? I mean, I'm on the regular dashboard. Hold on. I'm looking at this at the other PC because I don't want to leak any weird stuff. Moderation. Analytics. Moderator. Oh, this is a day-by-day thing. But this doesn't reflect the truth because it's not showing whoever got, like, banned. Nah. Because it's not this. Settings? Also no. No, I don't think we have visibility into it. Oddly enough. But yeah, I wonder if I can like somehow like create an action for it. So like what kind of triggers would I have here? I mean, I have the trigger for the ban music, I guess. Yeah, the user banned this. I wonder if I can like know who did this, you know? I didn't ban anyone, I'm just simulating. Oh, it does say who's the moderator. Okay, so I should be able to somehow do this. Hold on. I want to keep like a track of how many each one, how many people each one bans or timeouts. What's this? Streamer bot. Twitch moderation. Moderation. Ban user. No, this is not what I want to do. I want to know about the triggers. Yeah. Twitch. What's this? Moderation. User banned, user timed out. Okay, created by username. The Twitch username of who created the ban. Okay, I think it's this that I want. The created by username. And then I can match this. So I can either use user or created by. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here with first. So on first I'm doing the redeemer. But if I go here, all of these are lowercase. No, this one is uppercase. Okay, so this is the actual... how do I do this? How should I do this? Okay, because essentially I want to go to core globals, global set, increment, variable name. Is it the user redeemer? Total band. Okay, let's try this. It has like all of the names. The fuck? Oh. Simonaut. So this is just a simulation. Okay, I just want to see what happens. So if I now go on global variables, which are here, persisted global variables, Simonaut, it didn't increment. Okay, why didn't this work? Okay, hold on. I mean, it should be the user redeemer. Oh, but maybe because I'm doing it manually, it's going to mine. I mean, I don't even appear here. I mean, I think we kind of need someone to test. Okay, hold on. I want to test it here. Okay, can you do D colon? Thank you. Yeah, can you do another one? Please. Okay, so it's incrementing. Okay, enough. Thank you. Okay, so this thing worked. Okay, now if I delete this variable, can you do it once, please? I'm just trying to see like if this creates the variable, if I need to create it myself as well. Okay, so it creates the variable. Well, I don't know. I think we need to trust that this is gonna work. Although this user redeemer is kind of weird. Okay, I want to do a global one and a per person one. Yeah, I wonder if the Redeemer thing is the correct one. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, do I want to do this? Okay, so I want one for user banned. And one for user timed out, maybe. You know? Oh, you broke the combo. How dare you? Hold on. Edit user timed out. Total timeouts. Total timeouts. Okay. So now this should give a total ban and total timeouts if we end up doing different things. I think I'm getting fat. My watch strap is feeling tight. Well, joke's on you. I don't use a watch, so that's how I solve for my fatness. True story. Okay, GG. We are back. We are back to the game. Okay, so I would say that okay, we first things first. I don't think we should ever use this table again, because this is our new table, and I kind of like this table a little bit more. I mean, I would say it feels like a proper table, you know? I think it looks cute and all. What more? I don't know why that thing like kind of jerks itself at the start either. But yeah, I would say that we need to probably start like slightly polishing whatever we have to polish. Oh, I would say that probably this thing needs to be like slightly tilted like this. Oh, it's like 180 degrees rotated. What? Is this upside down? It isn't, right? I'm like dreaming or anything. The fuck? Okay, so putting it upside down kinda fixes it. But I mean, now it's upside down, which is kinda weird. But it's fine. Okay, so where should we start? Okay, I would say that the thing that annoys me the most currently is the fact that I don't think I can proper aim this thing, you know? So I should be able to like shoot the ball up, but as you can clearly see, hopefully, like I can either do it like immediately, but it always goes here. Oh, the fuck? Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's controllable at all. Because the aiming is... I have only like some hundreds of a second to actually aim this thing. And apparently it's only like, I don't know how to explain this, but I should be able to aim it properly with like balls falling like this, but it's always hitting this end, see? So it's always going there for some reason. And I don't think it should. Like if I shoot the ball at the start of the flipper, how can I do this? So if I shoot the ball here, I would say that it should shoot up, but it's still shooting to this left side. Well, now it kind of worked. But even if I shoot it here, it should go like up, but it's going to the right side. I think. I mean, I know that one thing that we are doing that we probably shouldn't is that for the flippers themselves, we are... where is this? Hold on. Flippers. So for the flippers themselves, we are kind of figuring out what is the current like forward angle of the spinner, of the flipper. So whenever the flipper is like rotating, I think it's like this. So, oh, hold on. Okay, this is kind of difficult to explain. Okay, so whenever the flipper is rotating, I am like trying to figure out where this blue arrow points to, which is the z-axis basis, I would say. Yeah, it's the z-axis basis. And then I'm doing minus that, and I'm normalizing it so it gets like the actual direction for the impulse. So what that means is that when the ball comes down, even when the flipper, the ball is like right here, and I hit the flipper, and I hit the flipper, it's gonna say that this is the shooting direction, because the flipper kind of rests like this. I mean, the flipper kind of rests like this. Okay, a little bit more, like minus 58. Oh, minus 150 maybe. Yeah, so this is like the resting position, kinda, because this flat part here kind of matches the inclination of this wall. I mean, this is not exactly, hold on, this is all junky. How can I make this? Okay, it's like this. Okay, so it's actually something like this. So this is the resting position for the flipper, you know, where this upper part matches, kind of matches the inclination of this. And then what's happening is that I'm figuring out what is the z direction to which this arrow here points to. So by default, whenever the ball hits the flipper, I'm gonna give it an impulse in this direction. But because the ball is falling in with this velocity, you know, it's like going this way, it means that the end linear velocity to the ball won't be this, it's going to be a little bit there to the side. But that's not how flippers work, you know? Because flippers kind of work like almost as a trebuchet of some sort, you know, where it like grabs the ball and pushes the ball. It's not a... So like if the ball is rolling from here, the flipper is not like a it's once and the ball flies. It kind of grabs the ball and pushes the ball up. So I would say that I probably need to get rid of this impulse thing and maybe try to do it with physics only, you know, because I'm already rotating this. So in theory, that should how the ball goes, you know. I think. I don't know. Random thought. Make the ball 100% frictionless. Physics material. Then it won't be inclined to roll along the hedges and stick. I thought the ball was frictionless already. Oh, it has a little bit of friction. I don't know. Okay. We will try it after. Okay. We need to do one thing at a time, because if not, we won't ever know what's happening. Yes, the ball moves in an arc, kind of. Okay, so we got a link that you can look at. Okay, let's look at this. Without sound, maybe. Oh. Okay. So you can see that the flipper kinda follows the ball trajectory, or the flipper is glued to the ball until the ball is released. So the ball leaves the flipper at the flipper angular velocity. Yeah, so the ball does like an arch, like it doesn't go. So yeah. Okay, thank you for the video. Okay, so that matches our new expectation. So I would say that we can probably get rid of all of these impulse nonsense. You know? And see what happens next. Oh, I'm already modifying more than I need to. Hold on. Pinball. Okay, I want to revert those changes. Yes. Okay, let's try this. Like how does this feel? I mean, it feels better. Although now I would say that the ball is like too heavy. You know, like if I do this, the ball is too heavy. But I mean, I have this gravity scale here, so I'll probably also need to get rid of this. The thing now is that I use this gravity scale to kind of match the ball weight when playing visual pinball, so the virtual pinball table, because the ball here feels like very, very heavy. Okay, I have a second table that I installed. Okay. I mean, the ball here, this one kind of feels a little bit more floaty. GG, I lost already. I mean, this is one of the OG games, okay? This is one of the first games that was ever released. And it's all electromechanical, no actual circuitry happening. No CPUs, no nothing, no code. I mean, this music is pretty annoying, I apologize. Bro, can you give me the ball? It just doesn't believe that. Okay, give me the ball, thank you. Okay, so this one feels way more floaty. Probably because he has like a lower inclination, the table. Okay. But I actually wanted to show you Space Cadet, so I'm gonna show it instead. GG, it crashed. This thing cannot open like 2 tables in a row. It just refuses to work. Yeah, but the ball on this one, it feels way more heavy for some reason. Or at least it feels like it falls way faster than the other one. And that's why I incremented the gravity scale. Just so it kinda matched how this ball falls. But I mean, that's obviously not the proper solution. So maybe I'll need to tweak the inclination or something. Okay, but I tweaked the gravity scale. Let's see how this feels like right now. Okay, so I'm shooting the ball. Oh, hold on, I didn't even see the first shot. Ba-da-da-da. Yeah, your ball looks much lighter immediately. Yeah, and it like takes a long time to fall, you see. And even then, it doesn't have much. The flippers don't have like much oomph to them. So maybe I just need to increase their rotation speed. Maybe. Oh. Okay. Okay, so if the ball is here, yeah, like this ball is way too light now. But I mean, if I make it way heavier here, I mean, this is scaling everything by 100. So it's whatever. But I mean, if I make it way heavier, yeah, it doesn't have any effect for some reason. But I mean, yeah, I can barely like shoot the ball. Your ball looks much lighter. It accelerates way faster than theirs. Okay, hold on. What do you mean? What does accelerate way faster? The flippers? Okay, so I decreased the friction. And it also made the ball fall way faster. which makes sense because friction helps breaking the ball on a downhill. But I don't have like enough like oomph to throw the ball up, you know, which is kind of odd. Like, see, like if I do this, so I wonder if I can actually speed up the flippers a little bit, like rotating them. Okay, so I have a left flipper and a right flipper. The thing is, I have this rotation duration, which is kind of odd, honestly. But it says that it takes 5/100ths of a second to rotate, which doesn't feel like it, like even in by looking at it. I mean, what happens if I put a 1 here? Obviously, this is gonna like rotate way slower. Okay, so the code is actually working. So it takes now 1 second. The thing is that maybe I shouldn't have these. I mean, I don't know if this is like proper, you know? Like if this rotates slower, in theory the ball is going to be shot slower as well. You know? But maybe not. Maybe there's like a... Like, see, now it can barely... Now it can barely, like, push the ball. The weird issue is that because I'm working with... I mean, I think the rotation duration is only being used to... I don't know if I use the timer to actually... like, time the rotation. Or if I use the timer to just, like, divide the angle by the rotation, and then I know at which speed it needs to go. Okay, let's see. Okay, so if I go to flipper code, so I have the rotation direction. Okay, and I have some weird duration. Okay, so I only use the duration to calculate the speed. And then by doing this, I mean, this won't work. Should I tween the rotation of this? Maybe. Maybe instead of doing this, I can, because essentially because this is a rigid body, but I think it's like a static one. I can either rotate it through here. I mean, if it's static or kinematic, I don't know if I can actually modify the angular velocity. Okay, let's see. So this is a rigid body, which is a kinematic one. Okay, so it's a kinematic rigid body. Okay, so instead of this, Yeah, the thing is that probably by doing this, I shouldn't be rotating it here. I mean, if I want to do this like physically, I need to have some sort of maybe an impulse. No, hold on. How does this thing works? I think they have like some sort of plunger that shoots, which makes like some cogwheel rotate. But I think the plunger like moves linearly in its tube, so it's not like an impulse. Like it's not a shot of a compressed air or anything. I think it's just trying to apply some sort of force, like a linear force to the plunger. I mean, but if it's applying a force, then it's accelerating. I'm trying to figure out like how should I model this, because I kind of like this, but if I make these rotating way too fast, then I'm just afraid that this is gonna like miss the ball entirely. You know, so if I do like a 0.04 here, or hold on, I can do something else. Can I figure out how much, how long does it take for a flipper like to activate in real life? The flip, it's 15 to 30 milliseconds, and I'm saying that it's 50 milliseconds. Oh. Okay, does this guy have like any... Okay, so there's like the power stroke. So flipper, power stroke. Duration. So this guy here says 15 to 30 milliseconds. And then I just changed the query a little bit, and now it says 30 to 40. Okay, so let's do 30. And hopefully this is gonna work. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I commented out this. Sorry. I mean, oh, I'm doing it on the left flipper only. My bad. Rotation degrees. Yes. Okay, so this one now flipped way faster. Okay. Okay, so maybe this is gonna work. Although it kind of feels... Okay, so I'm trying to see like the height at which I can throw the ball, and then I'll probably compare it with visual pinball or something. Okay, so if I do it like very short. Okay, which makes sense, but if the ball is falling, I can then aim it a little bit better. So if I do this, yeah. Oops. Okay, I actually think this feels a little bit better. Ugh. Okay, so let me try and now change the red flipper as well. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I think that those slingshots are way too powerful. Okay. I mean, it's kind of difficult to test on this table now. Okay, but I would say that this guy's way too OP. Yeah. But I mean, it does feel more manageable. I mean, as long as you can nail the timing, I guess. Okay, I actually think I'll need to have like some sort of additional like a bumper here at the middle or something, just to make sure that the ball doesn't like rotate back there. Okay. I think I'm liking this. I think I'm liking this. Where's the scale of this thing? Oh, so these need to have like normalized scale. Bro, you kill me. Okay, what if I do it here? Can I clear these ones? Yes. Okay, I can actually scale this. Okay, so if I say that these are 1, and then I do a 0.3, 0.3. Oh. Okay, hold on. What's their height? This one, okay. And on scale here. 0.1. Okay, so 0.3, 0.1, 0. 0.3, 0.1. Okay, so now these match as well. So I kind of want to put it... I don't know why this has this like weird size, but it's whatever. Like why don't you have like a smaller bound for this? I don't know. In any case, I want to move it here maybe. So maybe yeah, okay, hold on. Okay, so maybe I can move it to be like something like this, so it kind of curves down, you know. Would this work? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so maybe something like this. So then the ball, when the ball hits, like it won't try to go around maybe. I don't know, like I will need to figure out a better table design, but for now I think this works. Can I remove points? Yes, I can. Good job. Can I create a collision shape? Yes. Okay, GG. So I have this collision shape now. And can I... No. This one, like the small one, sir. Yes. Can I duplicate this one, move it there, and now kinda -1 it? Like, how does this one work? Hold on. So this is 111, 111. Oh. Oh, so they are different. I see. So I didn't actually model both of them. Wow, pinball. Yes. Good morning, sir. How's it going? Whoa, just. Whoa, an Elgardia. Damn, all my friends are here. Good job. Welcome, friends. Okay, I kind of wonder if this would work. Hold on. Surely. Surely this would work. Okay, let's see. I've been here for a while, even saw my first getting stolen. Yeah, but you didn't say good morning to me, so I didn't know you were here. Sad. Okay, so now this actually like throws the ball, which is pretty cool. So I can just do like a slide shot, a small one, either. I'm grieving for Turriens. Nah, it's fine, bro. It is fine. It's not the release, it's the prepare. Yeah. Okay, so this should allow me to like control the ball and the max speed of the ball. Yeah. Pyong, pyong, pyong. I mean, I don't know if this table design is still good, you know? I mean, it does look good. I don't know if it plays good. Whoa. So like ideally I would want to have one mission where you need to turn on like these lights here or something. Not the lights, but the rollovers. So that's 5. That's 4. Oh. I mean, the other ones is tough. So I can get 5 and 4 by doing this. What about from this side? The fuck? I can get 2. I can get 3. Okay, maybe I should only have like 3 of them. And like very spread out. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna be like a little bit too complicated. Now I kind of feel like the ball is moving way too fast as well. So that means that I need to lower these guys. So 0.3 is way too fast. Let's go 35. Surely 35 is better. Oh, 1. 4. 1. 1. Oh, I don't have enough oomph. 4. 5. 5 again. Okay, what about from this side? Yeah, this side appears to be more difficult for some reason. 2. Okay, so maybe this will work. 4. 2. Yeah. Okay, so maybe this will work. Oh, what happened with the ball? Never mind. That's a 3. Okay. I like where this is going. I want to do. I need to have more like debug features or something. So I was wondering. If I could somehow like place the ball, like freeze it in a place, and then give it like linear velocity somewhere, just so I can like mimic what would happen if I like throw the ball here with a given velocity up, you know? Maybe. But do I need that? I don't know. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe I don't need that. Okay. In any case, I was thinking that we need to start like plug this table into like the upgrade system somehow, you know. So it means that we need to have a place for the store, which I currently have no clue where I'm gonna do it. Okay. Also, should the flippers have some friction to them, so the ball kinda like stucks? Like for example, if the ball falls from here, yeah, if the ball does this, should the ball stop there? Probably. Okay, let's see if it changes how the ball behaves. Oh, so I need to go inside the flippers. Okay, so if I go into the flipper and into its rigid body, I mean, I could make the rigid body the parent, couldn't I? Oh well. Oh, I already have some friction. Okay, what if I do a friction of 1? I mean, if the ball has friction of 0, then this won't ever work. I don't think I can have like higher friction than this. But friction is not for like sliding things, is it? Is it just for things that hit against one another? I mean, I could say that they could be probably absorbent. Man, this is weird now. No. So what if I don't have bounce? Um, How do I make the ball stop there? You know, like when the ball does this, I kind of want the ball to stop there. But it's obviously it's not this friction, so it needs to be the friction of the ball, probably. Rough. Okay, what does rough do? If true, the physics engine will use the friction of the object marked as rough when two objects collide. If false, the engine will use the lowest. No. This has rough because this has yeah, look at that. This has like the elastic. Bro, why do you continue now? Yeah, this has like the rubber band, and the rubber band is used to also stop the ball. Okay, obviously this will not depend on the which speed the ball comes. If it comes like this, then it stops. Okay, maybe it needs to be a little bit lower. How about this? Okay, let's play this a little bit and see how it feels. Okay, so this stops the ball, which makes sense. We want the ability to stop the ball like whenever we want. Right into the gutter. GG. Okay, the fact that we can stop the ball already on the flippers is pretty awesome, I would say. Pew. I wonder if the hole gap is now a little bit too wide. Mainly for a first table, you know. Which might be. I mean, but I kinda like this. At the same time, it kind of feels like the ball goes way too many times to the gutter. Okay, yeah, I think I need to adjust a little bit the width of that hole. Do we know what is like the average hole size of a pinball table? Okay, it's not for the flipper button, it's for the... I think it's called gutter. Average gutter size pinball. Because it's not the... No. I want the dimension, the length between flippers. Pinball. Or a width. Or a... whatever. Distance, yeah. Okay, do we have any chart? What is the regular distance between flippers? Pretty sure 7 inches between flipper pivot posts is the regular. Not the creature. What is the creature? Pinball creature. No, creature needs to mean something else. You tagged creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, so it's on average 7 inches between posts. So 7 inches between posts is 17 . And a half centimeters between posts or the pivots. So one pivot is there. Okay, so how do I do this? Do I have like some sort of ruler that I can use? Ruler mode, GG. No, bro. Yeah, ruler mode. So what is the distance between... Hold on. Okay, I need to remove the inclination. Yeah, so what is the distance between this pivot point and this pivot point? It's 16. Ay, ay, ay. So this is 16 and it should be 17 and a half. So I wonder if my flippers are way too short. Because from one end to the other, they are 7.2 centimeters. Length flipper pinball. I'm working on a pinball computer game. The base of the flipper overall length is 71 millimeters. And I'm going with 72. The distance between centers of the circles should be 61. I mean, I kinda nailed it then. Okay, but this tells me that the hole is actually smaller on average than what it should be, which is scary. I mean, to be completely honest, the ball can barely fit here. But I mean, the hole kind of grows like this. So maybe if I leave my flippers down all the time. Yeah, I mean. Okay, so I would say that probably this feels fine. Oh well. GG. Okay, and this is not bouncing. Shouldn't this bounce? I kind of feel like it should bounce. Okay, so okay, I need to go to flippers again. Flipper scene. Okay, so if I put a bounce off one, obviously this is gonna be like pretty stupid, because now it bounces like way too much. If I put a bounce of 0.1, it also doesn't feel like it bounces enough. So 0.3 maybe. Right into the gutter it goes. Yeah, bro, I don't know. This hole feels like it's too small. It's too large even. Okay, but I just want to test this bouncing here. Okay, it feels like it's way too low. 0.1. 0.3 maybe? 0.5. Hold on, am I doing the proper thing? Oh, I'm changing the friction, bro. Okay, now I don't have Control Z. Okay, was this 0.05? Yeah, now this is bouncing way too much. so maybe it's even less bounce. Just enough for these to clear. And the thing is that now because it bounces, whenever it's bouncing, it's not stopping. Like it doesn't have friction. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never played this much pinball in my life, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, bro. I would say that being unemployed was probably the best thing that happened to me, honestly. Fuck the American startups. Ay, ay, ay. I kind of think that maybe this now is way too much friction. 0.075. No, now this friction isn't working. It still falls. Okay, needs to be 0.1. I had an idea for the lore of the game. I don't know if you guys want to hear about it. But because I've been playing like too much pinball, I kind of know how like the OG tables looked like extremely vintage and like electromechanical, so no circuit boards or anything. So I was hoping to have like one of those extremely vintage tables where So usually each table has like a theme, you know, or a story even, where the missions that you play are kind of related to whatever character or environment or whatever the graphics of the table pertain to. So I was thinking that I could have like a character that would. So on the first table, the character will just be like a drawing or something. So imagine like a puppet of some sort. Like if it was a doll that was like very known in the 50s and someone had created a table for that specific doll or puppet. And essentially the first table would be just like a regular old like vintage table with just a drawing of the doll. But like nothing out of the ordinary. But then when you start going to newer tables or to the tables that appear next, the doll kind of starts interacting with you, you know? So that like on the second table, for instance, you will know that the doll is just not just a regular like painting or drawing. It's almost as if the doll was like possessing the table. So you start interacting with it, and the more you interact with it, like the more it gets mad because it kind of wants to be free from the table or whatever. And essentially, then the idea is that whenever you reach the final table, the doll himself could behave as the final boss. You know, so we can kind of get rid of all of the 9 circles of hell nonsense. I mean, it's not nonsense. It still served as an inspiration. But we could start with that idea and add it to something else than like just the devil himself or something. And instead we'll have like a wooden curse doll, for example. Thoughts? Assuming that anyone is actually listening to this. Okay, I'm liking how this table is feeling. I'm liking how the table is feeling. And the ball kind of bounces from the side walls. It doesn't stick as much either. Okay, so what I thought was that at some point in time we'll need to come up with a name for the doll. Or for the game even. And the first mission could be as simple as you having to like light up these 5 rollovers, because then each rollover will light up like a letter, and you need to like spell the name of the character of the doll to beat the first table. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I like how the table is playing now. So I'm just quickly create a commit before I lose all of this. Okay, and we did good by getting rid of the impulse there. So I'm gonna delete this code here. What more? I'll have this velocity that I'm not using it anymore. I have the rotation duration, obviously. I have the activated angle delta. Okay. I kind of want to change the table to have like different activation for the flippers, like a different speed to activate and a different speed to lower. So let me first see what is the current value that we have for the flippers on the main table. So the flippers are currently going with 0.035. Okay. Okay, so if I go here, I'm gonna rename this to activation duration. And then I'm gonna do a deactivation duration. Okay, so the return. Well, maybe it's called activating and returning. Okay, so this will kind of work. So if it's activating, if it's not activating. So if it's activating, it uses the activating duration. If it's returning, it has the resting angle. Okay, good job. Okay, now if I go to the table 1, okay, so they have the same duration, but I would say that for returning, I can probably make it slower. Because the return is made by springs. But I think we can also like just double check. So flippers activation duration. Okay, so they have different names, like each step. So there's the power stroke, the whole old state, flippers, power stroke, pinball. Fun with pinball, yes. Very fun. Holy. Wow. Okay, it's a random video. Do this say Like, what is the duration or the time? Um, Pinball flipper stages, maybe. No. I mean, this is not what I want. Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out is how long does it take for the flippers to like go back to their normal position, but I don't know how to write this. Flippers retraction time. Okay, so this says that 100 to 150. But I don't see anyone like saying a number here, so I wonder where the LLM is figuring out that number from. Maybe it's flipper reset. Milliseconds, maybe. None of these guys like just say how long does it take for a flipper to reset. Ay ay ay. And now this guy is saying that this guy doesn't have like any delay. I mean, it's not a delay. I want the go back. In real pinball, the initial high power pulse to flip the bat is 30 to 40 milliseconds, while the reset, the gap before it can fire again. Oh, it's the gap before it can fire again. Okay. But this is not what I want. What I want is the time it takes to go down. Pinball at 5,000 frames per second, a quick guide. Oh. A pinball flipper total actuation cycle, upward flip and down retraction is lightning fast, generally taking between 15 and 35 milliseconds to flip and return. The retraction takes for 10 to 15 milliseconds. Bro, this is not true at all. Yeah. Return spring. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna need to measure this, you know, from somewhere. do like a slow motion of a pinball video. Like these guys have this. Sir, can you start your video, please? Thank you. High score. Okay, slow-mo. Okay, just want the flipper, sir. Okay, flipper is there. Damn, it behaves very weirdly.
There are actually two circuits regarding the flipper. It's a solenoid once again, actuating this arm. There's a circuit for the initial high power once again, and there are actual moves. Classic area of a pinball machine. Say. Now,
Okay, so it kind of misbehaves.
Classic area of a pinball machine. As you can see, press the button, flipper moves, gets the ball away. It's a very strong.
Like the flipper doesn't even have like enough force to like push it. Like goes.
The moves, gets the ball away. It's a machine. As you can see, press the button, flipper moves, gets the ball away. It's a very strong mechanism, and there are actually two circuits regarding the flipper. It's a solenoid once again, actuating this arm. There's a circuit for
yeah, and just from this video you can see that just for this little part here, you can see that it activates way faster than the time it takes to retract.
There are actually two circuits regarding the flipper. It's a solenoid once again, actuating this arm. There's a circuit for the initial.
So it takes like twice as long to retract than to push the ball.
Power circuit to hold the flipper in place if you want to hold it up, just so you're not running.
Damn, the ball even jumps. What the hell?
The spring will return it to its resting position. When you physically press the flipper button, a little piece of plastic is pushing against metal leaf switches inside.
The rubber strip will be critical.
Into another, it completes the connection. You may be wondering, why is there three? You can actually press just the first one. Oh, into the both flippers go the same. Two leaf switches.
I mean, I don't need to mimic the rubber that ideally. I mean, I already added some friction and some bounciness to the flippers themselves, which kind of mimics the rubber. Okay, I'm gonna say that the returning position is 0.6. YOLO. Okay, essentially I'm trying to do something that the pros... Okay, yeah, I messed up a number. I'm trying to do something that the pros can do, which is when the flipper like returns, like you can like stop the ball, you know, like that. See, where the ball like kind of stopped in place. See, like that. Yeah, see that. I want to be able to do that, and I can do it now, which means that it's pretty cool. So the ball doesn't bounce back. The ball doesn't jump to the other flipper. Like the ball stops there. So I can do this. I can do this and then like trigger it again. You know, which is pretty cool. Like footballers do receiving a ball. Yeah, pretty much. But it cannot be too fast, because then you don't have enough time to do this. But I can actually feel that with 700ths of a second, I can manage this. Which is like incredibly fast, but it's feasible, you know? It's weird, but it's very feasible. See how like sometimes the ball like just stops there? Like it's magic. Okay, cool. We did it. What more do I want to do here? Oh, because by the way, there are a bunch of like pinball skills that one can do. Um, which I don't know the names for. But it's like this, like post pass, drop catch. So the drop catch is what I was just doing. So there's the drop catch, then there's like random passes and stuff. So stuff that you can actually do with the flippers to like better control the ball. And I want my game to be able to do this. I want people that know how to play pinball to be able to replicate in my game what they can do in a real game. I think that's the only way this game will ever be successful. You know? So if I don't try to aim for that, I'm cooked. But I mean, I'm extremely happy just for the fact that I can do this shit here. And sometimes I can. It will obviously depend a lot on the skill. Yeah, like something like this, you know, where you can like stop the ball. It's pretty cool. Maybe I can even put it like a little bit slower, like 0.1. But then I wonder that it will be like too slow. But this buys you more time, you know, to do that. Oh. Now it kind of feels like way too slow. Because if I'm getting a ball from here, like the flipper needs to recoil faster than the ball, obviously, but it cannot take that long. I don't know. I'll leave it as this for now. Or better, I'll leave it as the previous number. I think the previous number felt a little bit better. I'm gonna do 0.07. Okay. So we played with a little bit with the bounciness of the ball, the friction of the ball, the bounciness, friction, and the rotation speed of the flippers. I mean, I'm kinda liking this, you know? I'm kinda liking this. I would say that this part here probably looks a little bit weird, where the gaps are not all the same size. I don't know. Yeah, so this is, if I go that way. Okay, so this is proper now. I mean, actually, all of these guys have the proper size. Although they don't feel like they are very much aligned with one another for some reason. Bruh. So maybe this. Yeah, I would say that I will probably want to make it so incoming GTA 6 delays. I mean, I thought the Xbox had already confirmed that the release will still be November. Gross misconduct. I don't know. I'll cut out here. No, I was saying that Xbox kind of confirmed this week that the game will actually release on November. So that probably means that the game is ready, you know, and they are just now starting working on marketing. I mean, we are only like 6 months away, less than 6 months away, so the game is finished, essentially. Okay, I think I like this. Okay, so we need to come up with a theme. Well, not the theme. By the way, did you guys hear about the Simonot and Elgardia and whoever else might be listening? Did you guys hear my idea for the lore of the game? About like the cursed doll thing? No? Well, then why are you here? I've been talking non-stop about the game. No one cares about it, Taj. You're busy modding your stream. Obviously, you're busy modding my stream if you're not even listening to what I'm saying. No, but jokes aside. Okay. Are you available now so I can talk again and explain the idea? Because I don't want to talk to the void, you know? I've been learning that my app locker policy isn't working because I don't have Windows Enterprise. Yes? Yes, okay. Okay. So my plan is, or I was thinking that I've been playing a lot of pinball, okay? More than I ever wanted it, probably, but I'm having lots of fun. And I've played like different tables on the visual pinball stuff, and I've seen... It makes audio tough to hear. Well, you can always rewatch the VOD then. But essentially I've been playing a lot of different tables. I've been learning about different tables, how they were made, like the history of pinball and stuff. So I was thinking that, I mean, the first tables came like on the 50s, you know? Like the first electromechanical tables came on the 50s. And I was thinking that my first table should kind of resemble one of those. So a pinball table from the 50s essentially has like these it's not any of this. Okay, can I show Aztec? Yeah, so it essentially has like these rollover things for the score, you know. So it's like very old school, like very vintage. It kind of looks weird, but it was very thematic, you know. Like it was always themed based on something that was usually happening around that time. So I was thinking that my first table could be like a vintage table, almost like this one. So no actual LCD for the first table. So like this rotating scores thing. So like this. And And the theme of the table could be like a doll that was very known in like the 50s. A fake doll, okay? So like, or a fake brand of a doll. So the table would be about a doll. The dolls are creepy? Yes, that's the plan. The game would be about a pinball table themed from a kid's toy from the 50s. And the thing is, you start playing this table, like the first table, which is going to be like very vintage looking and stuff. And the only references that you have to this toy is that the graphics will be like about the wooden toy, and like the name of the game will be the name of the doll, but like very simple stuff. And whenever you beat this first table, which I'm thinking that if you make the ball pass like over these 5 rollovers, each one of the rollovers will light up a light with the letter that when all lit up, they will spell like the name of the doll or something. So whenever you pass the ball here, that letter light turns on, and if you spell the name of the doll, you kind of beat the first table. And then something will happen to the table. Damn, yeah, my name. Is it just me or the video and audio desynced? I mean, if they desynced, then you need to restart the stream. Hello, Master Agent Miyazaki. So that will be the theme of the first table. And then you kind of beat the first table somehow. And the table kind of transforms. Video synced for me, just joined. Yeah, then I think it's just... yeah, probably because if you are using like 100% of your CPU, then it might desync on the browser. Then a refresh fixes it. So then I was thinking that when you beat the first table and you go to the second table, then you'd play like something from the 60s, you know, where it doesn't still have like a full-fledged like interactive screen. It only has like the dot matrix display. But through this dot matrix display, the doll kind of starts talking with you or communicating with you. Like the doll will start like saying random stuff. And essentially you'll learn that the doll is cursed or the table is cursed something. And the doll starts asking you for help. Hold on, I haven't looked at the image yet. So the doll kind of starts interacting with you through this dot matrix display. And then you beat the second table, and then you go to an 80s table, which might have like an actual like screen, you know. So it's gonna be like even more interactive in some way. And or maybe the doll appears inside the table or something. And whenever you beat all of the tables, the final table or the final whatever is you kind of defeating the doll, as you need to defeat the doll in order to like release him or uncurse him or something. So thoughts. Okay, let me open this meat idea. Oh, this looks gross. Okay. No, hold on. Copy, paste. Damn, this isn't copy pasting. Bro, can you... Okay, hold on, I need to do this. Copy. Paste. Okay, meatball table incoming. Jackie, don't make it too creepy. Okay, Simonot, what did you think about my game idea? I mean, I don't intend it to be creepy. like a scary horror game like. That's not the plan. Bro, oof, like the eyes. Tenderizer. Grease pit. Insert meat. Bro, what the fuck is this? It's not just a game, it's dinner. I mean, the fact that LLMs can now actually write text. Imagine like playing a game of pinball in your intestines. I mean, if you can make a game with like PBR graphics based on these and all the like body fluid noises that body does, it would like be very nice. Look at this gaping hole. Prime cut. You got a gaper. Simonot, what do you think about my idea? I don't like the doll idea. Why? I need feedback. Maybe if I saw the doll first. I mean, I don't intend it to be like a scary doll. It will like probably the style. Ay ay ay. Okay, it's nothing like this. Okay, it's nothing like this. Wooden toy. Okay, maybe from the 60s. Pure horror. Yeah. Thumbelina. I mean, to be honest, I don't like tall. Are you sure it is an horror game idea? I'm pretty sure. I mean, we could make something like this. No, but I want it to be... To be what? I mean, it should look like a person almost, but not like hairy. Or maybe it's gonna get hairy the more you play, like for each subsequent table. I mean, this one looks cute. Okay, cartoons 50. Kid. I mean, maybe something like this. I don't know. I mean, now it's kind of tough to actually find something. Wood puppet. Oh. Could be this. This one. I found it. Hello, American. Welcome, welcome. That doll. Toy Story Woody is the only acceptable doll. I mean, we could make it resemble like Woody or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go with these like horror vibes as this at all. Maybe it could like start appearing like on the first cabeza de genio. Genial. Holy crap. Genial. ¿Qué es esto, caramba? What the hell is this? Sergi. This guy is completely pissed drunk. Okay. Yeah, but I was thinking something like a puppet doll that was like very known in the 50s, which would kind of look what's the word? I don't remember the word for this. Not even the Portuguese one. I mean, it would look like a real cute doll, you know. But then it starts getting like Ori the more you play. Like imagine you have like SpongeBob or something, and then you go with creepy SpongeBob. You know, like this is like table 3. You know. Almost. I mean, not as bad as that. No, it's not an horror game. Bro, it's a pinball game. It cannot be an horror game. You won't get scared. Just pick an off-brand Barbie. It will look a million times less horror than what you have looked at so far. So it is an horror. Anything can be an horror game. DK Morph. Okay, and I was thinking that when you beat like the final table, so you probably know that you can like lift the playfield to look at the internals. I was thinking that on the final table, when you beat the table, like the playfield would open, and it would reveal that the doll was inside. And that there were no electronics whatsoever on the table. Like everything was driven by the doll. And then you pick up the doll, the table disappears, and GG, that's your game. You know? But it will be like the cute doll, you know? Because I just think that these needs to be like thematic somehow. It needs to have like some sort of a story. It cannot be just a regular incremental roguelite without like a purpose. So the purpose would be we need to free this guy. I mean, it doesn't need to be like a wooden puppet, okay? It can be anything. It can be an off-the-shelf Barbie or whatever. Not off shelf, off brand. And then we could go with like weird Barbie or something. I don't know. Oh, this looks... Oof. This is creepy AF. I don't know. That's the current idea that I have. I mean, usually, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Previous to this stream, I've devoted about 10 seconds into the thinking about the doll idea. It just came to me, and I was like, yeah, maybe it's a cool idea. And then I just started talking about it on stream, and now I'm kind of convinced. I kind of convinced myself. Oh, the reason why I like the idea of a wooden puppet, it's because it's my character whenever I play Pathfinder. I'm a wooden puppet as well. But I'm a very nice wooden puppet. I can show you. I kind of don't want to leak my chats, but whatever. Where is it? Yeah, this is my character on Pathfinder. I 3D printed this guy and I painted it as this. So it could even be this one, you know? Why not? This one looks good. Looks good. Doesn't look menacing at all. Menacing was the word that I was trying to look for before. Do you think this theme has any chances of working? It's not supposed to be an horror game at all. I don't want jump scares or people that don't like horror games not playing. That is a kind of Bioshock style. Bioshock doll. Does it? The hell? Maybe a specific character, I don't know. It's this. And it's a wooden doll. Like a Pinocchio almost. But it's a rich one, you know, because this is like silk and gold and stuff. But his head and hair and hands and legs are wood. Yeah. This was inspired on Louis the 14th or 15th clothing. So yeah, this is like a very rich doll. Well, the doll is not rich, but it's like a doll for rich kids, you know. But yeah, I want the doll to not look menacing at all. Maybe we can have like change the color of its eyes so it appears like a little bit more menacing like this. I don't want it like white and pale as this one. That would be like hella creepy. But I mean, something will need to tell you that this doll is cursed. And it's not like at the same time it's trying to okay, so what I think about the game is the doll wants to be saved. So imagine that the doll is like two personalities, like a good what's it called when like the angel and the devil that you have like on each shoulder. So the doll kind of has like two personalities. It has like the good personality, which is like the regular doll who wants to be saved. But then it has like the bad personality where it doesn't want to be saved because it doesn't want you to beat the table. But then you as a person, you sympathize with the doll and you kind of want to save the doll. And you also want to beat the table no matter what. So the doll cannot be like menacing looking at all. But yeah, I don't have any idea whatsoever of what the doll will actually look like, but I think I like this idea. I think I like it. I mean, it doesn't need to be a doll, it can be like a blob, like Kirby. No, it can be like a cartoon character or something from the 50s, you know, or the 70s or something. Could be like a dog, could be anything. I think I like this idea. I think I like it. But yeah, so the objective for the first table would be you need to somehow light these lights up there. Oh, I lost the table. So each one of these rollovers will be attached to a bulb, to a letter. You need to light up all of the letters to spell the name of the character. But these will be probably incredibly costly to purchase. Like, this won't work for a little while. So you will need to like upgrade and purchase the rest of the table, just so you get enough points to unlock this. And whenever you unlock this, then the table morphs into the second table. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that idea. Okay, what do I need to do here? Okay, I'm wondering if I should have like an editor button or something, which would create the default save game for a specific table. What I mean is, this table currently has several pinball elements, as you can see. So it has these slot rollover 1, slot rollover 2, blah blah blah. It has these 3 pop bumpers with different IDs. It has the spinner. It has 4 different slingshots. It has more rollovers here at the bottom. But it's kind of difficult to like, if I decide to change the table and add more stuff and remove stuff from it, it's kind of difficult to, how do I say this? Like, I'll need to constantly update like this save game and this upgrade table with those keys that I have there. So I was thinking that maybe it would be nice to have like some sort of a validation step where it grabs all the pinball elements. It checks the IDs, it makes sure that you don't have like repeated IDs, and then it both creates the save game and the upgrade table JSON file for that specific table with those IDs with default things. Maybe. So how do I do an editor script for Godot? I guess. Editor script. Oh, you literally just call an editor script there. Script editor, no. Running code in the editor. It's editor script. It's a tool. tool is a powerful line of code that, when added at the top of your script, makes it execute in the editor. You can also decide which parts of the script execute in the editor, which in-game, and which in both. You can use it for doing many things, but it's mostly useful in level design for visually presenting things that are hard to predict ourselves. So if you have a cannon that shoots cannonballs affected by physics, you can draw the cannon's trajectory in the editor, making level design a lot easier. Pretty cool. If you have jump pads with varying jump heights, you can draw the maximum jump height a player would reach if it jumped on one. If your player doesn't have a sprite but draws itself using code, you can make that drawing code execute in the editor to see your player. Okay, pretty nice. How to use tool. To turn a script into a tool, add tool annotation at the top of your code. To check if you are currently in the editor, use engine is editor hint. If you are in game, it's not editor int. And you do it in process. Okay. Okay, pretty cool. Editing variables. Add and export a variable speed to the script. I mean, this is the same as before. Oh, it even has like a setter. So when you change the speed, the rotation is set to 0. Ooh. Okay. This is fun. What about an editor script? Scripts extending this class and implementing its run method can be executed from the script's editor file run menu option. File run? Where? Control Shift X. This is useful for adding custom in editor functionality in Godot. For more complex additions, consider editor plugins instead. Plugins. Okay, what is the difference between an editor plugin and an editor script? Well, I would say that the script is only one file. Okay, so I can have an editor script that just prints this. Okay, let's see what happens. What happens here? Scripts, folder, editor, create new script, test. Okay, so I have this. Oh, I need to run it from here. Oh. I can run it from here as well. I thought I would have like some sort of like button here, you know, like if I added the plugin, it would like show here, and I would just go here and say validate table or something. Or I could right click this, and I would have like an entry here, and this would only show for things that have a game script. Okay, so maybe I need to do an editor plugin instead. Which edit a given node or resource type. Import plugins and export plugins. tutorials. Okay, installing plugins. Okay, that's from the asset lib. Okay, making plugins. Okay, so I need to create a random plugin. Script file. Enter tree, exit tree, custom node. You want a certain behavior in many nodes, such as a custom scene or control that can be reused. For this tutorial, create a button that prints a message when clicked. I mean, I don't mind replacing this with a table root or something. What I want to do, or what I want to know, is somehow add functionality so I can like call methods on this guy only. But it can either be through a menu item here at the top or on the context menu here. That music makes me think we are hunting on the desert. I mean, probably not on the desert, but maybe in like on a tropical thing. Running away from anacondas and stuff. What's a doc? My custom doc. What is this? Custom doc so I can learn how to make plugins. Bro, what the hell? Okay, so a doc will be... Oh, this is UI. Okay, so a doc will be like this. I mean, so I could have a doc with tools, I guess. Okay, so this is a doc with a button that says click me. Going beyond. I mean, I want to do better stuff. Main screen plugins allow you to create new UIs in the central part of the editor. What's this? A new button next to 2D, 3D script above the... A new button next to 2D, 3D script above the main viewport. Oh, so a new button here. Clicking it will take you to your new main screen plugin, and the button in the middle will print text. So this has main screen plugin. Okay, so it just creates this, okay. When you click main screen plugin, it shows this. No, this is not what I want to do. I want to add a button. Like, is it really that difficult? "3D Gizmo." I mean, this is to modify the viewport stuff. Yeah, I don't want this, I think. Inspector plugins. The inspector dock allows you to create custom widgets to edit properties through plugins. This can be beneficial when working with custom data types and resources, although you can use the feature to change the inspector widgets for built-in types. You can design custom controls for specific properties, entire objects, and even separate controls associated with particular data types. Using the example code above, you should be able to make a custom widget that replaces the default spin box control for integers with a button that generates random values. This is not what I need. Like, how do I add something that creates like a new menu item somewhere? Is it really this difficult? Surely it can't be. Do I need to ChatGPT this thing? Editor context menu plugin. Allows the addition of custom options in the editor's context menu. Okay, I'll need to go to ChatGPT. The documentation sucks. Hello. I'm using Godot to make a pinball game. Oh, I wonder if I already created like a project for this. Hold on. Oh, there. Here it is. I will have several tables. I have different elements per table, which a custom script attached and a unique ID per element. I want to serialize each table with all each table to serialize each table to a JSON using the IDs of each element. As keys. I want to create a button slash menu item somewhere in Godot that when clicked saves this JSON file. How can I add this button menu item? I should only be able to do it if a given table scene is open and or the root node of the table, which has a GameGD script, is selected. Okay, let's see what the hell this guy says. I'll frame this as a Godot 4 editor plugin because this is the cleanest way to add editor-only buttons, menu items, and restrict them based on the selected open scene. Thank you. Okay, so we'll need to create a plugin somehow. GG. How do I create a plugin? Use an editor plugin. It can add a menu item under project tools. Ooh. A toolbar button, which should be like this. or a logic that checks the currently edited scene, blah 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 blah. Godot's editor plugin supports both add tool menu item, add control to container. The current open scene route can be read with get edited scene route. Okay, so I'll need to have an add-on. Okay, can I have a context menu item when right-clicking the table root node? Add context menu. Yeah, so maybe that would allow me to do like right-click and then something. I mean, I don't know what is the best way to do this. Just enter in context menu slot with this. Okay, how would one on export table? Okay, so where does this get called? Add context menu. Oh, but only for the root one. I see. Okay. Okay, so we need to create an add-ons folder. And then in the table verify dollar table checker. Okay, I'll make it a table verify. Okay, I'll need to have a new config file, which is going to be called plugin.config. This is going to be a plugin, which is going to have name, table verify, and a root script, which is going to be res, add-ons, table verify, table verify plugin.gd. Okay, good job. And then here I'll need to have a script, which will be table verify plugin. This is going to be a tool. Extends editor plugin, editor debugger, editor inspector, editor context menu. Okay, so there are several types of editor plugin for adding custom context menus in the editor. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so these will require I see. So this will be the regular editor plugin. Okay. which will initialize the other sub plugins, and then it's gonna call add context menu plugin table context menu. Oh, and here needs to be an editor context menu plugin dot something. One. Editor plugin context slot thin3 context menu slot. I don't know how to use this. Okay, but it's gonna be a plugin. New get the editor interface. Okay, and then I'll have the exit tree, which if table context menu, then table context menu equals null, and then I kind of have to remove this. Yeah, remove context menu plugin table context menu. Okay, so this needs to be a var. Oops, this needs to be a var of type editor context menu plugin. Cool. And here I'll do res add-ons. Okay, hold on. I think I'll call this main.gd. Yeah. And this is gonna be context menu.gd. Okay, and if I do this context menu.gd, I'm duplicating this. I'm gonna leave this as empty for now. But this is gonna be the context menu plugin. Okay, what's wrong with this, sir? Too many arguments for new call. Expected at most 0, but received 1. Oh, because I probably need to pass in the get constructor or something. Serialize on export on init. Okay, do I need an init there then? I mean, editor interface doesn't exist. Oh, it does. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so this new guy here calls .init. Crazy. Okay, and then I'll need to add this guy, identifier context slot scene tree not declared in the current scope. Obviously. So this is a context menu slot. Okay, which is an editor context menu plugin dot. I mean, does this work? Editor plugin context slot scene tree. No. So this guy is lying already. This guy doesn't have the context here. Pretty cool. Okay, so it's this. Okay. Goodbye, my friend. Rest in peace. I can't even ban you. The hell? Why? Oh, it's there. Bye-bye. GG. Okay. Did this increment my ban count by 1? Let me check. I would love that. No. Doesn't show mine for some reason. Sad. Oh, but maybe it worked for the total banned one. Yeah, but I don't think I can get the... Maybe I need to set the redeemer somehow. I don't know. Okay, so this will create this context menu. Sorry, this will initialize the context menu plugin. Okay, so we need to figure out now what do we need to do on edit, on init. Sorry, on init we just need to store the editor apparently. Good job. Okay, might be useful to say that this is of type editor interface so that I have the autocomplete stuff. Okay, and then on okay, so it's not on enter tree, obviously. So it's gonna be on pop-up menu. For the scene tree context menu, paths are node paths as strings. I don't know what this means. Can I print these paths somehow? Okay, now if I go to project settings and oh, it doesn't let me add the plugin. Okay. The folder name should generally use snake case. Okay, maybe this needs a complete plugin.config file. Oh, okay, and this one can then just be main.gd. Apparently, but I still need the description, author, and version. So it's this, I guess. Yes. Okay, then what about this one? Oh, it has an enable plugin, disable plugin, enter tree, exit tree. Okay, so I think I can delete this one now. If I go on project settings plugins, oh, table verified's there. Gotcha. So if I go here and I remove description, then it won't work. Okay, so I need all of the keys. Okay, pretty cool. I need all of the keys. Okay, so now I should be able to enable the script. And hopefully, now on this context menu thing, whenever I right click something, something will happen. Context slots in 3, okay. So which other contexts we have? So we have the file system, which is this, file system create. The scene tabs, which is this one. The scene tree, the script editor, which is this one. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so this is the script editor. And this is the script editor code. Okay, pretty cool. I mean, so this should work now. So this is for the context slot scene tree, which I always need to do on top of anything. I don't think I can. Okay, so if I do it here, I'm not doing I'm not selecting anything. But if I do it on top of game, I'm also not getting anything. If I do it on top of incliner, I get incliner. Okay, so this gives me the path of the object that I'm currently right-clicking on. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And I mean, I only want to do this for the root node of the table, I would say. So yeah, I would say if paths.size is not 1. No, I mean, can I do a... Okay, what is a packed string array? Oh, so this is like a vector. So will I be able to select multiple and then do right click? Yeah, okay. I see. So I can only have... Don't mind me just using your stream as background for crochet. I take the compliment. If I'm good enough for crochet, then I'm living my dream job, I guess. Welcome to the stream, Nicoline the Great. That's funny. Yeah, I'm trying to build a pinball game in Godot. And currently I'm trying to build an editor script, which I've never built before. So let's see what the hell this does. So path size different 1. This means that only one node selected. GG. Now, I kind of want to double check that the node that I have clicked is the root node. Okay, so I can get the scene root from here. Okay, so my root comes from my editor. And it's the get edited scene root. Pretty cool. So I need to be on a scene. Can I ever not be on a scene? Well, if I'm here, probably I'm not on a scene. But I also can't right click this. Well, might as well do this. If not root, return. Alright, if not root, return. Or root equals null. I mean, what is the difference? Actually. Oh, it was absolutely a compliment. Thank you very much. What are you crocheting? If you don't mind sharing. Now I'm kinda curious. Okay, so this is the root node for the current scene. I mean, the current scene is going to be table 1. I'm making a spherical pillow. So a sphere. I mean, what is a spherical pillow? Isn't it just a sphere? I mean, yeah, you are making a sphere. The pillow just comes automatic because it's crochet, I guess. Just a pillow that is the sphere, yeah. I mean, it's pretty nice. Which color are you going for? Oh, so it's actually... So are you doing like a proper sphere or something like this, which is like a little bit squished? Yeah, I don't know if it's a sphere or a... Yeah, maybe it's like a regular like ball, you know? Maybe it's a crochet ball. When I'm done, I'm making another one. GG. That's cool. I've never crochet in my life. My wife has like a tiny like crochet kit for like a small dinosaur that she's still yet to start. Like to make this dinosaur or something. She's pretty cool. But I don't actually like these handcrafted hobbies that much. Okay, so this gets the root. How do I get the selected node? I'm making an actual sphere. Don't like the patterns that Google images show. Oh. Crochet ball. So is it this? If you can make crochet balls for cups and balls, there is money on that. Magicians pay good money for good ones. Why do they use crochet balls for that one? Oh, so they don't make sound, I guess. Whenever you are juggling. I see. So apparently there are several patterns to this. This freaking fly, bro. Leave me alone. I'm making an amigurumi ball the size of my head, so it takes a while. Okay, so an amigurumi is this pattern here. So amigurumi is the name of the pattern, I would say. The size of a ball of your head. So it's gonna be like something like fairly like big as this. Is it just one color or several colors? I mean, I kind of feel like this is like pretty chill, you know, like to do for 2 or 3 hours at the end of the day. You're like just watching television or like streams and just yarning and stuff. It's striped. Okay, pretty cool. Multicolored yarn. Okay, pretty awesome. I mean, whenever you finish it, please share. We have time. I don't intend to finish this game anytime soon either, so... Actually, this is a prototype, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually make this game. FYI. But if I do, then it's probably gonna take me 1 year. Hopefully you'll have your yarn crochet ball done before. For cups and balls, yes, they are usually crochet. For now the monkey fists got popular too. Okay, where is the game script or the table script? Okay, let's do this one. Okay, back. Bro, this freaking fly. I need to kill this fly. I have like one of those electrical rackets to go after it. Like, it's annoying me the crap. Like, I don't have a dirty home. Like, it's very hot outside and I have an open window. So the flies come inside because it's better inside than outside, I would say. Okay, how do I get the selected? Editor dot. I mean, if the paths is 1, isn't this the same as those paths there? Yes. Returns the editor selection. Okay, and the editor selection is going to be an array of nodes. Get selected nodes. Get top selected nodes. Returns the list of the top selected nodes only, excluding any children. I mean, I already know if this path is 1, then I can do get selected nodes dot. I don't know if I can do first, but I can do this. I don't think this is gonna crash. I mean, if it crashes, then it crashes here. Sorry, I sneezed. Okay, so I would say that here, which type is this? A node. Which type is this? A node. Okay, so I'll probably say, I can say, if root different than selected, we return. Pretty cool. Okay. So I would say that the last thing that I can do is I could probably check the type of these, but currently the type of this is a Node 3D. But I mean, Let me first double check that this actually works. Yes, you got the root. Okay, so if I right click on these guys, nothing happens. But if I right click on game, yes, you got the root. See, like it's printing here. You got the root. You got the root. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so how do I actually add the item now? Oh, so they get the click node through this. So they do root.get node this. I think this also works. It's fine. Node as game script. If as game script root we return. Okay, so we are gonna need to create a method called as game script, which takes a node and returns a bool. How can we check the script? Okay, so we can call get script, and then we need to compare the path of the script with that one. Okay, I don't like that. Because what happens if I change the path to someplace else? So I wonder if I want to create a new type, and then this table or this root node needs to be of that type. Maybe that's what I want to do. I mean, it's just a matter of, say, class name. Table. So I wonder if I can grab the class name. Okay, let me ask ChatGPT. Instead of this, can I check the class name of the script? Yes, but with one caveat. Class name is not the same as a normal runtime class in all contexts. The safest editor plugin check is usually one of these. Node is game. Assuming a script starts with this, then this works. However, if game is not available in the plugin script for some reason, use the script's get global name. Nah, bro. I'm gonna go with isTable. So I can only do this on a table node. Oh, and I can even get rid of the root check, because then I can have the table anywhere. Okay, I like that. So I can ignore the the root, and I just want to check if selected is stable. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Okay, pretty cool. So I can get rid of this now. Okay, I need to kill this fly. Sorry, be right back. Well, I think I lost the battle because once I stood up, the fly just moved to a different room. Okay, in any case, now we check if the current selected node is of type table, which it is. So now what I need to do is to add the actual context menu entry or menu item. Surely. How do I do this? Add context menu item. Export item name on export table. Okay, so it's add context menu item from shortcut. What is this? Okay, what is the difference between this? Add the custom option to the context menu of the plugin specified slot. When the option is activated, callback will be called. Okay. From shortcut. Add the custom to the context bus slot. The option will have the shortcut assigned and reused. Oh, okay. It's the actual like shortcut, like Control S or whatever. Okay, that was kind of dumb of me. And then I can have a sub menu, a menu and a sub menu. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so here I can do like a verify string, and then the callable will be a new function called verify table. And I guess I pass verify table here. Do I pass the selected? No, I don't pass the selected. Because I'll get the paths passed again. Ugh, that's kinda yucky. Okay, so I call verify table, and I'm gonna have all of these, and I'm gonna grab the table again. GG. Okay, so the table will be like the root, like my root node, which means that well, here I can do a table root. That I can do like a get children returns all children of this node. Does this get it recursively, or just the direct children? Do I have like a get all children? I mean, I probably have... like the tree. And the scene tree. Maybe it has like some way of allow me to iterate over each node. Get nodes in group. I mean, let's try with the get children. Okay, what is the include internal? Add child internal. Oh, I think I want to include internal. Like I want the children of the children. Or does this mean that even if I have like this drop target, because this drop target is a scene of its own, maybe it's gonna... I don't know. Nodes. Can I print these nodes? Parse our error. Okay, this is an old one. Okay, I should have a verify button there. GG. Okay, and I have a world environment, a camera 3D, a directional light, a ball, and an incliner. Okay. And if I pass a get children with false, what do I get? Probably the same ones. Okay, so this doesn't get me them recursively. Okay. So can I get all the nodes of with the given type? Like if I pass a type, get nodes with type. For child in get children, I would kind of need to do this recursively. Yeah. Ugh. Yucky. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Yeah, I would need to do it recursively. So I pass the parent and the type. If his instance of child type, return child. Okay, so apparently there's a find children. Maybe not. Find children. Find child, file, find children. Where is this from? Finds all descendants of this node whose names. I don't want the names, I want the type. Finds all descendants. Where is this? Is it on node? I mean, so if this is a node, I should have table root.find children. I mean, the pattern is gonna be this, I guess. Oh, I have a type. But the type is Okay, hold on. What if I do this? Oh, recursive true. Okay, maybe this works. Empty. Type T. Oh. If I put no 3D here. Okay, it gets all of them. Okay, so here I can say pinball element. And this should work. Good job. Hello, cat. Cat is telling me that it's lunchtime and he wants to go outside. It's incredible how cats don't have a clock to look at, and yet they know what time it is. He also comes meowing at me every day at 10 p.m. requesting his food. Very smart cat. Okay, so this works. This works. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So this gets all of the pinball elements. Which means that I should be able to iterate over all of the pinball elements. Oh. What is the syntax for this? Okay, how do I do a for each in Godot? Hold on. For each Godot. GD script. For in. Okay. So for element in this, I'll be able to grab element.id, you know, because this element is of type oh. Can I? Okay, I probably need to cast this node, and then I do a var element equals node as pinball element. Okay, and then here I can say element.id. Okay, pretty cool. So here I can create essentially a set Is it this? No. It's this. A set. Ash set? Map set? Bro, I think it's just a set. New set? Oh, do I need to tell it which set type it is? Bro. Godot Ash set. It's not a dictionary, is it? Do they only have dictionaries? Do I need to specify the type? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I just do it like so. Okay. Godot's syntax is so simple that I tend to overcomplicate things because different languages do it differently. If IDs dot has element ID, then here I can say, can I print an error? Yes. Then I can say duplicate element with ID equals, I mean, this is going to be a string. Okay, can I pass element.id like this? Okay, does this work? And then here I do IDs dot, probably this, element ID equals 1. Okay, just in time. The earphones are saying I have 30% left, which is usually my cue to go to lunch. Okay, but I mean, this is a var as duplicates equals false. And here I can say as duplicates equals true. And then here I can say if not as duplicates, I can do a print table has no duplicate elements. Okay, so I wonder if this is gonna work. So if I go here and I click verify, oh, GG, duplicate element with ID, slot rollover 7. So I actually have 3 of those. So this is already helping. I wonder if I can make it like clickable here, you know? If I could like log it here, so when I click it, it like automatically selects. That would be amazing. Maybe I can. Okay, so I need to do this element ID. And then this. Hold on. This, and then I put element. Okay, hold on. Okay, and here I print the node. Okay, so if I now verify this, okay, let me clear these errors here. Oh, these are not clickable. Can I make this clickable somehow? I mean, they already tell me the name of the nodes. And the name of the nodes cannot be duplicate, I guess. even here. Okay. There they can. But I mean, I can always like slot roll over this. Okay, so this is gonna be slot roll over 8. And then slot roll over 9. Okay, and if I validate this, it's gonna say table has no duplicate elements. Good job! Hooray! Confetti. We deserve it. We are programmers. I mean, pretty cool. It's fairly easy to actually add like a editor behavior to Godot. I enjoy this very much. Okay, verify table. And it even like updates automatically, so I don't need to remove the plugin and add the plugin back. So this is pretty cool. So this is the verify. And then I would say that for lunch, we would need to do serialize or update meta files. No, what do I call this? Update JSON. Update JSON data. Something like this, where essentially what needs to happen is for this specific table that we currently have here, we have a ton of elements. Okay, so we have a bunch of drop targets, a bunch of slot rollovers that go up to 9. And we'll need to figure out that this is going to be a table with some random ID. And what I want to do is we will need to go into this save game here, for example, and I will want to essentially replace whatever entries here for that given table with new defaults. Well, not with new defaults, with the names for each element here. And maybe we will keep the old one, like the old values, if they match the same name or something. Or we just rebuild this from scratch every single time. It's whatever, actually. I think that will be fun. Because ideally, I don't want to be constantly doing this file every time I change IDs, every time I add or remove stuff. So I want to be able to just go here, right click, and then oh, the file doesn't exist anymore, the method, sorry. So I want the ability to come here, click update JSON data, and this update JSON data will essentially update these files so they match the IDs that we have there. Pretty awesome, I would say. Okay, so everyone, I want to thank you all for keeping me company. It has been a fairly slow morning, but usually Fridays we don't have. Usually on Fridays we don't have much people around, which is fine. For the ones that do not know me, I'm gonna go for lunch now, and I'm gonna be back in around 1 hour time. And then on the afternoon stream we will continue working. Oh, the fly is back. Okay, I'm gonna get my revenge just after I finish stream. So yeah, I'm gonna go for lunch, and I'll be back in around 1 hour time, and then we'll continue working on the pinball prototype game, where apparently today we are building editor scripts, editor plugins, which is pretty cool. So everyone, I'm gonna get going. I appreciate you all. I wish you all a good rest of morning or afternoon or whatever, and I'll see you in around 1 hour time. See ya.